I felt like this morning I want to share a miracle with you. In 2004, I was in the Marine Corps and I was tasked with a heavy machine gun platoon. And our job was to go find the enemy. It was a place called Al Ramadi, Iraq, Al Anbar province. Every day we take this 2.5 mile stretch road, and a lot of my guys, I don't want to trigger you, but this was Route 296. And what we do is we'd go and find the enemy. And the way we'd find the enemy is they would set these traps. They'd set these roadside bombs. And I remember one time in particular, it was a deadly month, around October 30th of, it would have been 2004. We're 5 trucks deep. Every one of us has a heavy machine gun on top, whether it's a 50 caliber machine gun, a Mark 19 that's a grenade launcher, or 240 Golf machine gun. That's what I had. And I was truck number 5, and my job was to literally provide rear security for my platoon, and make sure no knucklehead vehicle-borne IED tries to hit us, making sure if anybody's trying to shoot at us from that direction. This one time in particular, we got intelligence that the Mujahideen and Al Jazeera were reporting that they were setting up this humongous trap for us. And we ended up, our lieutenant's like, well, let's go find them. And man, I'll tell you what, instant willing obedience to orders. I'm not going to question the orders, but I'm going to complain inside and be like, I don't want to go out there and find these guys. But I knew we had to. And that's just the honest truth, because it's freaking scarier than crap, okay? So we go outside this town. I mean, there's bullet holes everywhere on every block. There's holes inside the ground from the roadside explosions. I remember getting hit with 2 to 3 roadside bombs as we're going to go find this enemy. My truck literally lifts up from the ground. I got 3, I believe it was 3 155 mortar rounds that were dug in, and the explosion hits my truck. I taste lithium battery in my mouth. That's how I can describe it. The fumes we're breathing that in. There's smoke I can barely see, and I could hear rounds just cracking right near my freaking head, and I'm exposed. I'm in the gun, and these rounds are just. I don't know where I'm looking. I can't. It's very difficult to hear too, because my ears are ringing from the loud explosion. It's like somebody got a bat and just hit your head. That's why I got what they called a traumatic brain injury. I'm good though. I'm good. Anyhow, so when that explosion goes off, I come to and I'm like, I'm trying to look for the enemy, because we get in this tunnel vision, and all of a sudden that's when it's time to go to work. So we find the enemy. My platoon does an amazing job taking out the bad guys. And I remember feeling so like, oh my God, what the heck just happened? And these firefights, the last 30 seconds, maybe a minute, but it's the longest minute of your life. And we've been in, my platoon in particular has been in hundreds. Every platoon that was with Weapons Company at Hurricane Point we were going to work. Fox Company, Echo Company. Man, we've seen stuff that you could not possibly imagine. But what I wanted to get to was not only that story, but when I got back to our camp, I could see where the shrapnel hit my truck, and it was literally like a silhouette around my truck where I was standing, but nothing hurt me. Okay, little shrapnel pieces all over where I was standing, but nothing hurt me. The other story is when we were coming to one of our other camps on the other side of Route 296. All of a sudden, I see these guys get out of a truck, and I can't identify who they are, or they get out of they're like little orange doors. It was a sedan, not a truck. And when they get out, I can barely see, because they look like they're 200-300 yards away. And all of a sudden, I hear, boom, and these they're rocket propelled grenades, and these suckers are, I mean, they do some damage. It's like throwing a grenade in a truck, but going like I don't know, 500 miles an hour. So these rounds are going right to my truck, and they're going in each direction. I mean, you can feel the freaking heat on these rounds, and they're impacting right behind me. I mean, they're impacting in front of my truck, to the side of my truck, to the right side of my truck. If you ever get the opportunity to read Psalms 91, the Bible talks about how 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but no harm will come to you. It says the arrows that fly by day, they will not hurt you. I'm going to tell you right now, God is for real. God is for real, because I called out to Jesus. I'm like, Jesus, Jesus. And there's times in our life where we are scared. We don't know what to do. And when you call on the name of Jesus, it's so powerful. The enemies flee. When you call on the name of Jesus, you need to know that God's got your back. There's places in your life right now where you feel stuck, like you don't know where to go. But I'm going to tell you what, you need to confront the enemy by calling out the name of Jesus. When you do that, the enemies flee. If there's sickness in your house, if there's conflict in your house, just remember this, a house that is divided will not stand. If you have a family, get back together, be in one accord, because God can move. I love this one story. I mean, and it builds my faith. God is for real. He will not leave you. He will not forsake you. Some of you got to take a risk and move forward, because God's got your back. So don't be scared of what the enemy's trying to throw at you, whether it's financial, whether it's sickness, disease, whether it's a relationship. God has got your back. So I pray that would just bless you today. And it's my first testimony about, the war stuff. So I know it's for a reason. And if there's one person out there, God bless you. And have a blessed day.